The Marvels is now out and in theaters, and it's polarizing. There are critics that like it, critics that don't. It's got a 62% critic score and 84%, the last time I checked, 84% audience score. It doesn't mean the audience loved it. It just means 84% of them said they liked it. But it's been very polarizing and what have you. But one of the big things we've talked about the Marvels over the past number of months is its pedestrian, is what we called it, a pedestrian ad campaign that really didn't do much to get people excited for. Well, then all of a sudden, in the final 2 weeks leading up to the Marvels coming out, they put out a couple of spots. And in both of those spots, in the first one in particular, they show Thanos. And Thanos saying something, a line that was never in any of the other movies, saying the line, there will always be somebody to carry on my work or whatever. And it's like, whoa, wait, what? What? Did that just give us a glimpse into a little bit about what this movie's about? Because we didn't really know at the time. But then they put out what they called their final trailer. And in that final trailer, they made it very clear. Thanos, or at least his plan, was an important part of this upcoming Marvels movie. When it said this, Captain Marvel says in the final main trailer, "We destroyed Thanos, but it's not over." Then it cuts to Thanos' voice. "My work is inevitable. There will always be more to finish it." And the moment he says it, there will always be more to finish it, hard cut to Dar-Ben, the new villain in the Marvels. The message implied here is clear. They were telling the audience, hey guys, we got some Thanos carryover in this Marvels movie. We know none of you have bought tickets yet because Campea pulled up the seating charts of the AMC theaters and we saw that, behold, there are none. Nobody was buying seats. So we felt like we should let you guys know that Thanos' plan, and maybe Thanos himself, might have something to do with this. We destroyed Thanos, but it isn't over. My work is inevitable. There will always be more to finish it. Dar-Ben. At the very least, we now know what the motivation of the villain is. We get, okay, this is about somebody carrying on, trying to finish off what Thanos was doing. And listen, I'm going to give a pass. I'm going to give a pass to the fact that they so desperately and pathetically brought up Tony Stark and Captain America in completely unrelated shots of like Captain America on the punching bag. Whatever, we understood that was kind of member berries. That was member berries. Hey guys, remember how much you love the MCU? Okay, that's pathetic and desperate, but I'll allow it. Okay, fine. You want to be pathetic and desperate? Fine. That whatever. I don't have a problem with that. But then when you progress to make the trailer intentionally, premeditatedly, with intent and with malice, trick your audience into thinking the movie was about something entirely different, that is not just pathetic, it's a disgrace. Disney is a disgrace. Shut up, Siri. Disney is a disgrace for that. Now, some people might say, but John, what about Infinity War with the Hulk and everybody running in the thing? That was a shot. That was a single shot. Like, you want to do a little bit of misdirection, like saying a shot, but guess what? All those characters are in the movie. They are in Wakanda. There is a big battle going on. It didn't deceive us. Those little misdirection shots didn't deceive us. Oh, there were 3 stones instead of 5 stones in Thanos' gauntlet there. Okay, that didn't deceive us about what is the basic idea about this movie. What is this movie about? And is the greatest villain ever in the MCU making a return, or is at least his presence being felt? And at the risk of giving away a spoiler, it has butt-fuck nothing to do with this movie. There is no reference to Thanos. Dar-Ben has in no way connected to Thanos, nor is anything she's trying to do in the movie remotely connected to Thanos. Matter of fact, she did have a pretty interesting motivation that they could have put into the trailer so we could have got, oh, okay, that's what this villain's about. But they didn't do that. They didn't do anything worthwhile in their marketing campaign whatsoever. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But right now I want to talk about what an utter disgrace Disney is. Because I get you're trying to market to sell tickets, and there are ways to do that. But to look at your audience, to look at your fans with utter contempt and disrespect and say, let's just lie to them. We won't say, hey, everybody, Thanos is in this movie, but we'll kind of say it and we'll repeat it and we'll make it look like that's exactly what this is about. We destroyed Thanos, but it isn't over. That has nothing to do with the movie. My work is inevitable. There will always be more to finish it. That had nothing to do with the movie. Hard smashing to Dar-Ben, suggesting that she is the one carrying on the work of Thanos. There's no connection between Dar-Ben and Thanos. There's nothing to do with Thanos in this. And yet Disney, intentionally, with malice and with premeditation, went to their audience to say, hey, listen, we're not selling any tickets. Campea showed us the charts. There's nobody buying seats. So we're just going to have to lie to you. Is that cool? No, it's not fucking cool. And I hope Bob Iger fires whoever was responsible for this. Look, sometimes you're going to put out movies and they're great, and sometimes you're going to put out movies and they're not so great. And we'll talk about that. And I've talked a lot over the past year or two about how Disney or Marvel's kind of lost its magic a little bit. But that's fine. You make good movies, you make bad movies. Making good movies is a really hard thing. We can talk about that and still be fans and all that kind of stuff. But this is a horse of a different color. You fucking lied to your audience. And everybody's letting them go. I haven't seen one person bring this up anywhere. It's like, hey, did anybody notice how Disney just fucking bald-faced lied to their audience and tried to trick them into thinking that this was part of their overall thing? I think it's disgusting. Somebody needs to be fired over there for this. And it really, quite frankly, pisses me off that they did this. Disney, you're a disgrace. People need to get fired. This is total, utter bullshit. I get really worked up when you fucking disrespect the fans. When you try to take advantage of or lie to these people that have made you successful for so long, Rob. It really irritated me. Anyway, Rob. Oh, and by the way, at the end of that last main trailer says, will you be there when everything changes? Listen, I'm not going to give a spoiler away for what happens in the post-credit scene. All I'm going to say is, it ain't nothing we hadn't seen already in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That's all I'm going to say. So not only does this had nothing to do with Thanos, not only did it had nothing to do with his work, not only did Dar-Ben have absolutely no connection to Thanos, but this whole be there when everything, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Anyway, guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Rob, what's your thoughts on this whole situation?
Well, I mean, for myself, I can say that I was really curious to see how Thanos fit into all this, because I had seen that final trailer, and I was excited to go see the movie. I mean, I liked the first Captain Marvel. I liked it a lot more than most people did. I don't think it was top tier MCU, but for a science fiction film and to introduce the Skrulls, I liked it. I thought it was interesting. It
was mid-tier MCU.
Mid-tier, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the relationship she had with Nick Fury. I liked seeing Coulson back. I mean, I liked it. So I went into this movie, and with this extra Thanos idea, I was like, wow, we haven't seen Thanos in the trailers or anything. And the fact that they mentioned him in this, and like there's an exchange, I expected, like literally, I walked into the theater waiting for this Thanos scene to happen. Like, what was it going to be? Was it going to be even if it was just him picking up the Infinity Gauntlet or saying something like, if you want to do something right, do it yourself. Even if it was something like that. And by the end of the movie, I was perplexed. Like, I literally was perplexed. I'm like, did I really see that? Did I mishear it? Was it not it wasn't in the movie? And neither was Thanos. And so I'm more curious because they put this trailer out literally almost moments before the movie opened. And I'm thinking to myself, like you, I'm like, I mean, I felt for me personally, John, I was directly lied to.
Yeah.
And I went in expecting something, and it distracted ultimately my viewing experience because I kept waiting for this thing to happen. And when it was over, I was perplexed that it didn't.
Yeah.
And that I took that out of the theater with me. I mean, I was not a big fan of the movie for other reasons, but that was unnecessary.
I mean, and again, I get the member berries part. Like, it looks very dreamy, and you're saying, hey, guys, the MCU, this is part of the MCU. Remember Iron Man? Remember Captain? That's, again, I thought it was pathetic and desperate, but not offensive that they did it. But when they start going, you start hearing Carol saying, but we destroyed Thanos, but it's not over. And then Thanos, my work carries on. Boom, Darben. It's like they clearly, listen, they may not have come out and said, had Kevin Feige pop on screen and go, hey, everybody, part of Thanos' plan is a part of this thing. There's a connection between Thanos and Darben. Okay, that didn't happen, but they clearly intentionally made that the implied message to the audience. That's what they wanted the audience to come away from. And I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting. I think it's beneath them. And again, I think it's a disgrace. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.